Welcome to Section 7 and Lesson 3 of Hope. In the last lesson, we explored how to know when you are ready to confront the sources of your trauma, either directly or indirectly, and how to confront effectively. Although this can seem like a challenging component of the healing process to consider, it is a powerful step in helping many to move forward and find greater freedom. In this lesson, you will reflect on confronting the sources of your trauma and complete activities for healing to help better prepare you for this task. These, of course, are found in your Healing and Activities Guide for this section. So here are some initial questions for reflection to complete in your guide and post in the private community when you're done. First, how do you feel about the idea of confronting the person or persons who hurt you? Most people feel anxious and fearful, regardless of whether it will be face-to-face or on paper. How might confronting the person help to alleviate some of these feelings if you followed through using the tools from this workshop? Second, what kind of power does it feel like the person or persons who hurt you have over you at this time? How would you describe it? Why do you think this is true or feels true? How could confronting them actually help to break this power? Explain. Third, if the person or people are still around, do you feel at all able or open to confronting them directly in the near future? What would need to take place in you or your situation to bring you closer to that point? Ask God to show you if this is something you should prepare to do, what to do, and when to do it, and be open to His answer. Fourth, what are your fears about how confronting the person would affect or change the current relationship you have with them? If you confronted the person who hurt you and he or she repented, what would that mean? How do you think you would feel? Next, let's briefly review some activities that can help you prepare for confronting the source or sources of your trauma directly or indirectly. First, if it sounds difficult to you, ask God to open your heart to the idea of confronting directly or indirectly. Tell Him you are willing to do it in some way, even though you know it would be difficult or even scary. Spend some time journaling this week about your thoughts and feelings related to this idea. Next, write down as many ways you can think of regarding how speaking and living the truth, even when it means confronting, can help to set you free. Also, include a list of as many ways as you can to overcome evil with good in your situation. Ask God to show you additional ways to do it and when and how to start practicing them in your life. What one thing can you do, this week even, as a way to overcome the evil with good? Finally, set aside a time and date to complete an indirect confrontation letter as described in the last lesson. Who will you confront in this letter? Using the outline provided in your activities guide, jot down some initial ideas that come to mind of what you might say in each section. Remember to post your completed reflections and activities in the private Hope community. In the next section, we will explore the final piece of the solution to healing past pain from trauma, applying the medicine of forgiveness and grace. I look forward to seeing you in the next workshop to share more about the heart transformation that this can bring. See you in the next lesson.